like people have game preference, right? Everyone like has their own game, their own thing they like to play. And over time, you can love the game, and then over time you can also don't dislike parts of the game, because once you get familiar with the game, then you're like, okay, I'm quite good with it. I don't think I need to play anymore, because at a point you're gonna reach a point in every game. Yeah, manipulate. There we go. Yeah, you're manipulating the audience. That's what I was trying to come up. But thank you, Belle. That was actually a great example. Once you get content with the game that you're playing, eventually, you don't want to really play it that much anymore. Because like for me, easy content. Oh gosh. Like I want to be genuine. If I ever make content that's like good, or like to me, it personally means to me in some way, it'd be authentic. That's the best way to put it. Genuine and authentic. Like I never want to manipulate an audience in some way. Never want to do that. And that's just my word, but because that you could take that with a grain of salt. But for myself, I do my best to live by the moral standard and codes that I have. But it's a hard thing to do, and even I can slip up on my own morals. And I think the last time I broke one of my moral codes, it broke me quite a bit. Yeah, you could be on the internet and have morals. I think everyone does have their... or is it ethics? The other one's ethics too. Is it ethically okay to manipulate an audience to do such a thing? I mean, there was this whole drama that I didn't watch really, but I just kind of heard about it. And I'm not saying I would want to talk about it that much, or I just want to briefly mention it, but I just remember a thing about the Atsu situation versus Tectone, and that was actually draining to actually sit through, and because of how much stuff was going on in the background. And I was like, I felt drained as a person that was watching. Yeah, and I think Atsu himself gotten himself a lot of trouble, and that's all I'm gonna really say about it, because that's the topic I don't really want to delve into, because that content actually drained me a lot. Just watching it, and then like the fact that if you do that to your audience and the people that are watching, that the people that you're supporting, it's like people's... I think like what happens is, a lot of times once you become big essentially on the internet, or you become famous, they lose a sense of themselves, right? So you lose like the part of yourself that was authentic and genuine to begin with. Eventually over time you start to cave in and you sell your soul in a few places. That's why I like Daryl, because Daryl is a true dude. He sticks to what he believes in, even though he can be like definitely when he has big personality, he's saying true what he believes in. Yeah, you become the thing that you hate. Yeah, it's hard. Like that's what I think, like that's like one of the things, like if I ever stepped out of line for myself or anything like that, then I would say, okay, I need to step back and realize that this is not the place I want to be. And that's a hard thing to cope with once you realize you're disgusted with yourself at that point. You start to lose yourself a little bit. You lose a part of yourself every time you take sacrifices, and those sacrifices can be detrimental to your own mental health over time if you're not true to yourself.